Hello everybody, this is AG here, and welcome to the newly reconfigured Atlanta Motor Speedway here in Hampton, Georgia. We are here for the 11th event of the season in the Wawa Pro Series season number 1. Only 5 events left to go, 10 total races, 5 of those sprints, 5 of those features. We're gonna have a fun time determining this champion here in the first season of the Wawa Pro Series, and we're gonna have a fun time rolling 14 laps here today and 40 laps tomorrow around this new racetrack. It is an entirely new racetrack. It's a little bit like it used to be, but it's not really like it used to be. It's shaped like it used to be, and that's about it. Newly reconfigured Atlanta Motor Speedway. As you can tell by the front stretch, the tri-oval is a lot wider than it used to be. The double dog legs are farther apart, and the banking in the corners is much higher than it used to be, and the track is even a little more narrow. But this is just an entire new racetrack here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway now, and we're excited to see how this all goes down. Excited to see what happens this weekend in real life as well. I'm a little disappointed that they are essentially turning it into a super speedway race, but you know what? It is what it is. It's been a good season so far over there in the real-life NASCAR world. I guess I can't be too picky. But it should be a good race here today for the Wawa Pro Series. We are going to have a bit of a pack race, but it's not going to be like Daytona or Talladega. If anything, it's actually going to be very similar to how the Atlanta Motor Speedway used to be in old races here on the channel. This track's kind of always been a pack race in the NR world, at least on our end, and we've tried to move away from that in past years, and we were able to get that the last couple of years with the older configuration, but I think we're kind of back to some pack racing here around this new racetrack. With all the newness out of the way, we still got a championship battle going on here, and with 5 races left, this is going to be really close. Hunter Braxton has 1 point ahead of Noah Clifton, and Noah Clifton, starting on the pole for this sprint race, could easily take the points lead at the end of the sprint race if he wins, and Hunter Braxton does not get a podium, which may not be too likely as Hunter Braxton starts deep in the field. Seth Cole is 15 points behind. Jesse Turner still hanging in there, 17 points behind. Those are the 4 guys who can theoretically be the points leader at the end of this event, of course, after the feature race tomorrow. Same kind of goes for Nathan Faden and Nathan Orman. They're both 27 points behind. They both also have a mathematical chance of becoming the points leader at the end of the event as well. As you see the rest of the points there. Noah Clifton starts on the pole as he won the last race at the Pocono Raceway. And alongside him, it's Nathan Faden, who finished runner-up, who moved himself up in the points, as you see right there. 27 points behind coming into this event. A win here and a win tomorrow could put him in the points lead. He has the most top 10s in a feature event this season. 8 races he has pointed in the feature events. Just 2 races he hasn't pointed in the feature event, so that's some good driving out of Nathan Faden. We'll have to see if he gets some extra points here in the sprint race. Of course, only top 3 drivers receive championship points. Nathan Orman there in the number 9 alongside Thomas Troxel. You got Priya McShane and Zach Winkle in row number 2. Watkins Glen winner Seth Cole to the inside of Vlad Prescott. And you got Dylan Young and Jesse Turner there in row number 5. See the rest of the results there. I should say rest of the starting lineup. It's the results of the prior race that we had here in the Wawa Pro Series, the Pocono Raceway. There's your points leader, Hunter Braxton, who holds it by 1 point. He actually could lose it in this race to Noah Clifton. Lots of unknowns going into this one. We will have pit stops tomorrow. We don't have to worry about that in this 14-lap sprint race. But these guys may have to worry about a big one if somebody makes a mistake. Hopefully we have a nice clean race. We should have a fun one here. 14 laps at Atlanta Motor Speedway. See how it all goes. Clifton and Faden on the front row. We're green flag racing on a brand new racetrack here today. Good jump there out of Noah Clifton, but you kind of see these lines forming. Thomas Troxel getting out of line right there, and he's a little ways up the racetrack, and they're still side by side. Now, the interesting thing about this Atlanta Motor Speedway is that outside lane works pretty well. This has progressive banking, and I do believe that it is built into this racetrack. However, Faden unable to hold that outside lane to his advantage. Here comes Priya McShane as she moves to the inside of Noah Clifton for the race lead. Zach Winkle is here as well in the 12 machine. And you can tell it's kind of like a pack race, but it's not like Daytona and Talladega all the way. It's so weird, and I'm wondering if this is how it's going to be. come Sunday in the Cup race. We're just going to have to find out and see. Thomas Jostled now back to the inside there, and you see that front row there. McShane's going to lead that lap number 2. That's Zach Winkle there moving to the inside of Noah Clifton here. Fastest lap currently Zach Winkle in the number 12 machine. Now, unlike Daytona and Talladega, I think where you start is actually going to matter quite a bit to how well you finish, because it is difficult to move your way through the field, even though it is a pack race, essentially. So, we'll see that definitely come into effect in tomorrow's event here. You got Nathan Faden now moving to the inside right there as Clifton falls back to the 4th position. Here comes Troxel, here comes Vlad Prescott. Another thing you're going to see, they're going to be going below that yellow line. Now, in real life, they are going to have, more than likely, a double yellow line rule. It's going to be interesting to see where that double yellow line actually is in real life, because across that apron there, that's pretty much racing area, racing surface right there below that yellow line. As you can see, these guys kind of going down in there. These guys actually starting to spread out a little bit. Priya McShane out front. You got Faden, Zach Winkle, Noah Clifton trying to get back into the points. We got some 3 wide back in here. Seth Cole and Vlad Prescott. Prescott holds on to the fastest lap right now in the number 8 machine. First, the draft coming into effect for these guys. He's got a run there behind Nathan Orman. You got Thomas Troxel here on the outside lane. Then you got Turner and Seth Cole side by side back in there. Turner definitely, he's been one of these guys. He's not been the points leader yet this season. At least I don't think he has. But he's been inside that top 5 in points this entire season. And he's been getting a lot of points in these sprint races, but not as much in terms of the feature events. So we'll have to see what Turner can do this weekend if he can get inside the top 3 here in this race and possibly have a good starting position for tomorrow's feature. Faden to the inside of McShane. He's going to take it away on lap number 6. Nathan Faden trying to put himself in an opportunity to actually possibly take the points lead. If he can win this race and win tomorrow, there is a chance that he could be the new points leader heading into the next race, which I do believe is at Road America, which is a track we have gone to many times before on the channel, so we know that one very well. Here comes Noah Clifton. He's going to look to the inside of Zach Winkle. I like what we're seeing here. This isn't crazy racing. It really is, and everyone is kind of in a pack, but it's a spread out pack, and passing's still possible, but it's still not super easy. This is a really good balance between it all, and it's nice to see a non-cycle race that is still essentially a pack race, but they kind of moving around in different lines, multiple lines of work. It's good stuff here. I like what we're seeing here, and huge shout out to the folks who made this track. I apologize, I don't remember who it is, but you know me, I just kind of take it and move on. But hey, kudos to the very smart and intellectual minds who put their time and effort into making these mods and tracks for this game. I do not have the time nor the mental capacity to do that, so always give a huge thank you to those guys and support them when you can. To the inside for the race lead, Priya McShane on Nathan Faden. 5 laps to go here in the Atlanta Sprint. Clifton back inside this top 3, trying to grab some points, trying to grab the points lead. He put Faden almost in the wall right there, and now you got Noah Clifton. The tire wear is pretty much non-existent now because this is a completely new surface, so it's not going to be like it used to be when we had that old worn-down surface here where those tires are pretty much done in 2 laps. Here, they're going to have fresh tires pretty much the whole way through. Clifton up to second. He's only got 4 top 10s in feature events this season compared to Faden's 8. However, 3 of those top 10s have been wins, and all 4 of those top 10s have been top 5. So Faden, or should I say Clifton, has gained a significant amount of points this season in those feature events, and he may get some more points here. Vlad Prescott still holds on to the fastest lap. That fastest lap looks like it's kind of settled down. So Prescott may be leading us to the green flag alongside Nathan Orman. Then you got Dan Park there with the 3rd fastest time, then Turner and Winkle for the race lead. Noah Clifton to the inside of Priya McShane. McShane going to utilize that progressive banking on the outside lane, and she may be able to clear Clifton down the backstretch. And she will be able to do so right there. Clifton there in the number 21. How about Nathan Orman? He's moving his way through the field right here. He comes in only 27 behind as well. You would love to get some extra points towards the championship. Still side by side here with 3 laps to go. Now 2 laps to go here in the Atlanta Sprint. Noah Clifton trying all he can. It's going to be a close one, I think, between these 3 guys right here. I don't think Winkle's going to have a shot. Faden may be able to get something to work if he makes a 3-wide move, but McShane working that outside lane, and Clifton holding strong in the inside lane. Oh, but a really good run on the outside by Priya McShane, and she's going to clear Noah Clifton for the race lead. White flag in the Atlanta Sprint. Faden's going to get around Clifton, and that battle may be on for the second position now. Winkle might try to get a point right here, but Clifton does not want to lose it. He wants to at least be tied heading into the feature tomorrow with Hunter Braxton. If he finishes where he is right now, he will be tied for the points lead. Will Faden have a shot at this win? Priya McShane has done an excellent job. She was the class of the field in this race, but Nathan Faden with a good run to the inside. Not going to be enough. McShane, Faden, Clifton with the points here in the Atlanta Sprint. Vlad Prescott, Nathan Orman will be on the front row for tomorrow's Georgia 100K. So it's Prescott, Ormond, Dan Park, Jesse Turner, Zach Winkle, Nathan Faden. Noah Clifton will be starting 7th. That's a good starting position for Clifton right there, as he has tied Hunter Braxton in the points. Then you have Christian Master there, Chris Reynolds, Priya McShane with the 10th fastest time after she got the win here. William Brock, Nathan Stapleton, Logan Williams, Brennan Wilmington, Ryan Durrani, Ethan Lewis, Trey Wright, Hunter Braxton, Thomas Troxel, Zachary Fitzwater, Dylan Young, Will Parrish, Seth Cole, Brandon Nelson. And that is officially how they will start for tomorrow's Georgia 100K. This race was originally, by the way, going to be at Armory Digital. Nothing against Armory Digital, that is a great track. But this track, it's got something special, at least in the game. I don't have as much hope in real life about this being as good as what we saw right here, but that was an excellent race, and you can see the average speed there. They actually are going pretty fast around this place. Over 200 miles per hour average in this 14-lap event. Priya McShane wins the Atlanta Sprint. She will start 10th. Of course, you see the starting lineup there towards the right of your screen. Gonna have a good one tomorrow with McShane, Faden, and Clifton getting the points here in the sprint race. We're gonna do this for 40 laps tomorrow and a cycle of pit stops. So we're not treating it as an official super speedway tomorrow, because we will have a cycle of pit stops. If this was an official super speedway, we would not do pit stops, but we're not treating it as such. So that could really make things interesting for tomorrow's event, but you just got to stick around and see what happens. Thank you guys so much for watching. Congratulations to Priya McShane on her race victory, assuming I actually got to it, and assuming that this is how the schedule's going to go tonight. We got the IndyCar Series from Texas. Hopefully that is the case. I've been dealing with a lot of mental health issues, and I just haven't gotten to it, and hopefully it does come out on time. It'll come out eventually. We'll get to it. But hey, thank you so much for watching. Congratulations to Priya McShane. And here are the points after the sprint race. We got a tie up top the point standings between Braxton and Clifton now. We'll have to see who comes out on top at the end of the day tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later.